Hi all, so this is my 2025 Honda CBR650R. I've just picked up a couple of weeks ago and just bought a Musarri exhaust system for it. This is how it basically comes in the box. So header is all one piece, as you can see, so you don't have to worry about alignment and all that. And then this is just a muffler part which connects straight to this one. Seems to be around 2-inch, I think, all the way, which is pretty good. And in Australia the 2024 model has 2 O2 sensors, so I'm assuming there's one will go in here, and then there's a place for the other one just on this one as well. If you only have one, I'm pretty sure you could just take this off and just block it with something as well. I think some US models only have one O2 sensor. It also comes with some of these accessories. So basically you're gonna use this clamp here, and then that's just a dB killer, depending on how you like the sound. If you don't want to put the dB killer in, you can just cover this up. Goes in like that. Looks pretty cool once it all sits in together inside. Pretty sure it's got 2 different dB killers. Yeah, there's already dB killer in there as well, so I'll take this off. I was running the same system on my 2021 O2 650R that I had previously, and I actually don't know what this one is for, but we'll see. Or this could be the mounting, to go with the mounting bolt in the stock position, I think. And then you have a Mousari sticker and just a keychain. So I'll be taking off the fairing, which I think is pretty straightforward. Just a couple of 5 mils. I think it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I think I don't see any other. And then possibly some plastic clips inside, in the bottom, in there as well. And I think you just slide the fairing off. Make sure to disconnect this wire as well. I'll go ahead and do that. I'll see you guys after that. Give you guys a bit of update what I have taken off so far, in case if you're doing the same thing. So we've got this right here. That's number 2, that's number 3, that's number 4. There should be 2 clips just down the bottom. You have to get them from the bottom side, which is, one is right, let me see if I can. So this is one, and that's the second one. And then this bunch of clips inside as well. I'll try and get them, might be hard with the camera. There is one. There's a couple of screws. I don't think we need to take these off. There's 2 screws. One is there, and one is there. Leave the screws in, just take all the clips off. I don't think we need to take them off. There's a bunch more clips. There's one in there. There's number 2. That's number 3, and then that's number 4. It's 4 clips on top. So I've got 7 clips with me in total. And I'm just gonna try and slide this off and then disconnect the wire. Hopefully there's nothing else. Okay guys, so this is off. Majority of it slides off pretty easily. The only annoying part is these 2 clips right here. So these basically slide into these things. I honestly don't know if you can take it off without breaking it. So you basically have to push it forward, which I did, but even then looks like there's this clip is loose, like the big one. So I'm gonna put some super glue on the bottom side of it, but pretty shitty design, to be honest, by Honda. I don't know why they always make it so hard to take these off. But yeah, this is off. we'll move on to losing the radiator and then just getting the exhaust off. Okay, so the 10 mil radiator bolt is off from just here. Pretty easy. And then there's one on top. After you have to loosen, just take the bottom one off completely and then just lose the top one, and you should be able to just basically slide this back and make some more room. With the top one, it's easily accessible from the top. So it's basically that black bolt that you see. So yeah, you can see on top of the radiator there's a black bolt, and that is it. I'm just gonna take all the exhaust bolts off, which again should be very easily accessible now. And then we have two O2 sensors. I can see there's one right here, and then I believe there's one on the other side. Let's have a look. Yes, there's one right here. Okay, so we'll take all that off. Okay, so basically exhaust system, all the header boards are off, which are right here, all 8 of them. I'll give you some more tips actually to do this. It's very handy if you just take this bracket off as well. It's only 110 mil, which is very easily accessible from here. And also it's very handy if you take this off, otherwise I just keep rubbing my hand on the corner of this, which is, I don't know if it can cut you, but still. So yeah, take this off as well. It's very easy, just one, after you take all this stuff off, it's just one more clip, which is this one on the other side. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to slide in afterwards anyway, so take this off, because see this? What that means is after you put the fairing back on, you can just easily slide this back on. And yeah, that should be it. Next thing left for me is, I just put a box underneath just to support the weight of the system. Yeah, so just gonna take O2 sensors off. There's one, I don't know if you can see this. You can. So there's one bolt here for the exhaust, this one right here, and then the same one on the other side, and this whole thing will come off. Okay, so finally the exhaust system, the stock one, is off. The O2 sensor wiring felt like a pain in the ass. Easier was just to undo it and not break it. I've actually taken one of these clips off. This was pretty close actually. Yeah, felt like it was gonna break. So this basically plugs into this right here. So I took this off. I also took the plug off from top just in case if I need to, you know, twist it. I think it doesn't really go as far, but still does the job. So, and I just put this just to give a bit of support while I take the O2 sensors off. When installing this, another thing to note as well, because of how the O2 sensors were sitting, so on the stock one, this was on this side, and the other one was obviously on the other side. But because this one has O2 sensor bong on right side, but this is the one before the CAD, so this will go in on this one, and then other one will go into the second one, which is this one right here. So if you check the stock system, there's one before the CAD, which is this one, but on the Musarri one, this bong is on the other side basically, and then there's one after the CAD or in the CAD, which will go into the muffler. Okay, this is all installed. Definitely was a bit of a pain, especially getting the brackets on, and also you have to get the bolts on. The brackets just you know, they keep dropping down. Definitely will help if you have someone with you, but anyways, regardless, this is all done, all mounted. I've taken the dB killer off as well. In regards to O2 sensors, you will have to reroute some of the wires. So the one that comes all the way here, that basically on the stock one sits on this side, but you don't need anything extra. So I'll show you what you can do is, let me grab this light. Okie dokes. So this is the one, see that wire going through? So this is the one that goes in through here. Basically, I had to cut this off where my finger is, just right there, because let me turn on the other light. This is way too bright. Yep. So just right there, because I couldn't get the bracket off. And I also unplugged them from the top as well when I was installing them, just to get a bit of slack. So you have two O2 sensors. One is this one, this wire, and then the second one is this wire right here. So 1 and 2. Okay. What else? Yeah, I had to take this, where did I put it, the plastic bit off as well, obviously. So all the wires were, I think this was in the bottom. I will cable tie the wires, tidy them up basically, because it's just still a little bit loose, as you can see. But apart from that, let's start her up. I'm pretty sure we will get an engine light, but I'll be getting a tune on this as well, so should be alright. So checking last time, I've plugged everything in. So O2 sensors in on this side, in on this side as well. This bracket is good, this is good, and all the bolts are tight. I just have to put the bracket on for the radiator, but it's not going to affect anything. I'm sorry, my neighbors. Okay, this is really loud. I'll have to do the testing some other time outside. Sorry guys. This is proper loud. Nice. Okay, this is also the different dB killers. Looks like one doesn't have anything blocking underneath, but it will make it a bit more quieter. And then there's the other one, which basically has block in the end, and then you've got some holes over on this side. So I'm gonna pack her up, and then during the daytime, hopefully tomorrow, we'll do some more sound test. I'll take it outside, and see you guys soon. Okay guys, so here it is, got the exhaust system all installed, just took it for a bit of ride. I don't have a DB killer on right now, and I'm a bit far away from the houses, so I'll start her up and I'll give you a few revs. Make sure it's not in gear. Yep, neutral. There you go. This is super loud though. I don't think you'll be able to ride as it is without having any air protection on of some sort. Even with the air protection on that I've got right now, this is super loud. Okay, so looking at this, it doesn't look like I have an engine light on. It's just a warning from a service by the looks of it. And the other one is for stand. So I don't really see anything else, to be honest. So yeah, maybe we don't get a warning after installing exhaust system with no can. Alright people, so this basically concludes this video. I forgot to mention something. So the bike, as I have this right now, it's actually restricted. This is Australian version for what we call Lamb's bike. So it's only making like 40 something horsepower right now. So that's why when riding, I mean, there isn't really much power on the top end, and these bikes do become alive only on top end. So yeah, this is something to keep in mind. This doesn't feel and doesn't pop and bubble and does all sort of different things because it's still restricted. So but when you do take the restriction off, it does spit flames. I had the same one on my 21 or 2 old CBR that I had. So it does spit flames and all that sort of jazz, and does pop and burble and all those things. I love the fact it does match like the Honda gray kind of paint as well. So if you look at it, it almost looks like stock. I love how it's the black, like everything looks black. It suits really well in this bike. In conclusion, what do I think about this overall? They're really in the price range of what this sells for. So I got it for 650 AUD. I'm assuming it would be around 400 or 50 USD. Just a wild guess, but you can do the calculation online. There's really not much around for that sort of money. Going Accra Warwick, I think they are around 1800 AUD here, which I feel like it's a lot of money. So for the money, if you want a bit of sound, this is, does the job. I think it's really good value for money. If you, there's not much cheaper than this that you can find online. You can probably go and get a Chinese one from AliExpress, something like that. But then you just don't know the quality, or if it's gonna fit on properly. Does it come with everything you need and all that sort of jazz? So installation wasn't that hard either. Overall, I'd rate it like 10 out of 10 for the money, to be honest. If you guys have any questions, leave the comment and I'll try and get back to you on that. Otherwise, thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.